So bearing with, coffee, beanie, Sunday morning, morning ladies, stretch and hips. Gonna start off with the hips. Right. What we want to do is get one foot in front and then we're gonna kneel down. Put your hands either side, beside one foot, sorry, and extend that trailing leg. So we go into like this deep lunge. And from there, the arm that it's on the leg, you're gonna push the leg out slightly. So you're gonna create some mobility in your ankle. And it's gonna push that leg out until it feels a little strain. And then we're gonna sink both of our hands into the floor and just stay in that stretched adductor position with our trailing leg, opening up our hips. Breathe as normal. Nice deep breaths. Sunday morning. And from there, you're going to release the hand that's furthest away from your foot, and you're going to rotate the upper body. So you go into a spinal twist, and we're now going into a stretched lunge twist. And we're going to hold that twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and from there, going to pull the leading leg back, bring the trailing leg up. Put your hands beside that forward foot, and same thing again. So the arm that's leaning up against the leg, just gently push out your leg till you get a little strain, stretch in the adductor. Have the trailing leg far back so you're opening up your hips, and then lean into your hands with your hips. So as your hips that collapse down, keeping your hands quite firm. And we're going to hold that stretch. And then release that hand that is furthest away from your foot and rotate your spine round and twist, turn. Opening up the hips, feeling in the adductors, chest, taking deep gulps of breath. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, awesome. And place your hands down again in exactly the same position. And then protrude the knee forward. So that forward knee, trail it forward. And relax. So what I want you to do now is a new stretch that I'm going to try out. So I want you to get onto your right side. So your right side. And I want your knee to come up to your hip. So your right knee comes up to your hip. And you're going to lie on your arm. So your arm's out straight. And you're going to lie your head on your arm. Whilst your right leg is in a L shape, so a 90-degree angle. And then you're going to grab your left ankle, shin, and you're going to pull it back. So we're getting into a quad stretch, and try and bring your knee down, even though for me that's quite impossible. So try and bring your knee down, the one that you're holding, the foot that you're holding, and this is called a pretzel stretch, or an attempt at a pretzel stretch. So if you do want a deeper stretch, you can actually twist your neck, and you're going to get a spinal twist as well. if you turn your head to your left shoulder, if you're lying on your right side, you're going to get a nice spinal stretch as well. Twist. So we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it. And we're going to turn on our left. Same thing applies. You lie on your left side now with your left arm outstretched, and your head goes on your left arm. Bring your left knee up so that it's in line with your left hip. So the higher, the better it's going to be for your hip, as this is a hip flexor stretch. And then grab hold of your right foot and then pull your quad stretch back. So for me, that's almost impossible, but we're going to give it a go. And just pull it. So I'm going to have it like that. I'm going to grab hold of my sock. That's better. And then both knees, so the left knee is out, in line with the hip. And then you're pulling your right leg back and your right foot up. So with your hips, protrude your leg down, and then try and go down to the floor with your right knee, and then pull up your right ankle up. So you get a quad stretch, open up the hips. And we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. And now what I'd like you to do is get on your backs, please. So we're going to get on your back, and we're going to have our hands either side of our bodies, nice and flush to the floor. You're going to raise one leg right up, and then you're going to rotate it all the way round, all the way round. Get a nice spinal twist, get that glute opened up. Feel that midsection twist, open up the hips. And this hold, we're going to hold this for another 15 seconds. Another 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And relax it. And then bring up the other leg. Bring up the other leg. And then bring it down gently, twisting your spine, your midsection, keeping your hands on the floor, opening up the hips, stretching the glute, ham. Try and keep your leg quite straight. And we're going to hold that for 15. 10. 5. Brilliant. Okay, relax in that lying down position. Now what I'd like you to do is bring your knee up and then clasp your leg, the bottom part of your leg, and pull your knee into your chest, opening up your hips. And the glute is going to be stretched, lower back is going to be opened up. And just hold that into your chest. And we're going to hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then that knee, just protrude it slightly out so that it's leaning away from your body, and then pull it back in so that it's on the side of your chest, the side of your rib cage, and you'll be able to pull it a little bit more deeper. If you want to grab the knee and the ankle and pull it up for a bit more leverage, you can do, you should do, it's going to help you. And you're going to feel adductor, hamstring, hips, all in. And we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to relax that leg, so whatever leg that was for you, and bring up the other leg and hold it at the bottom of the leg or wherever you could reach, keeping your back flush to the floor. pulling that leg into your chest so the knee is aligning up with your chest. And we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, protrude the knee out so it's on the side of your body. Grab hold of the top of your knee and then grab hold of the bottom of your foot, bottom of your leg, where your ankle is. And then pull the knee up so it's on the side of your rib cage. And we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to relax that leg. Relax that leg. So now, what we're going to do is have your left foot go on your right knee, on the top of the knee, so on the thigh. And then we're going to raise the right leg up in a kneeling position, and we're going to grab hold of the right leg underneath the thigh and pull it towards you, and now you're getting a piriformis stretch. Piriformis is the muscle on the glute that ties in with the glute and the lower back, so part of the hip structure, and one of the muscles that is responsible for back pain, which I've said before. A wicked little stretch, known as a figure 4 stretch or a piriformis stretch. If you want a deeper stretch, which we are going to do now, is let go of your left hand, holding your leg with your right hand, and then pushing down your left knee with your left hand. Just gently pushing it down, you'll feel your hip opening up. But you've got to make sure that you are pulling your right leg towards you. This works well if your right foot was on a wall. So that's how you become stable if you find that this is quite uncomfortable and you can't hold your leg. So if you are going to do this by yourself, have your right foot or the foot that's actually bent on a wall. Keeps you stable. And we're going to relax it. We're going to relax both our legs. And now we're going to swap the legs so the right foot goes on top of the right thigh, just above the knee. And then your left knee starts coming up, bent in a 90-degree angle. Hook your leg with both your hands. Pull your leg up so that your right adductor, your right piriformis, your right hip flexor is stretched. And relax that bent knee, so the right knee, the one that's on the foot, that's on the knee, sorry. And then let go with your right hand, holding your left leg with your left hand, and then pushing down gently your right knee with your right hand. The piriformis stretch. And we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to relax it. And so what I'd like you to do is bring up your right leg, keep it straight. And then wherever you can grab your leg, grab it. So if it's high, like where your calf is, cup your hand and then cradle your calf and hold your leg. If it's lower, like bottom where the knee is, then hold it. If it's hamstring, then hold it. Just hold it straight. And then with a deep breath, I want you to breathe in nice and deep, and we're going to hold our breath for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, when we're going to expel our breath, we're going to pull our leg a little bit more further towards us without bending it. So right now, get into a position where your leg is feeling quite straight. It might start shaking because of the stabilizers. That's where you want it. And from there, we're going to take a deep breath in now. So take a deep breath in. And we're going to hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Expel the breath, and pull your leg closer to you. And keep that position now, nice and tight. And we're going to now take another deep breath. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, take a deep breath in. Hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Expel the breath and pull your leg as far as it can go. And you should get a nice, deeper stretch. And you should have received a deeper stretch than when you started. And then relax that leg. Relax that leg. And you're going to find the blood circulating rapidly over that leg now. All over that leg. So what we do now is we lift the other leg. So for me, it's going to be my left leg. I raise it all the way up. I cradle my calf. And then I pull my leg up until the point where it starts aggravating my hamstring. And my knee is going to want to naturally bend, but I'm not going to let it. And then I'm going to pull it all the way until it starts shaking. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to force the still. And then we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And expel the breath and pull the leg back a bit more. So it might have gone a little bit more, like an inch more, and that's exactly what we want. So we now stabilize that leg in the new position. And we're going to take a deep breath in again. We're going to hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and pull the leg a bit more back with your breath coming out. And that will be your maximum, wherever your maximum is. And we're just going to breathe as normal. Breathe as normal, breathe as normal. Relax it. Awesome. And then we're going to bring the leg down. Relax our bodies. And then we're going to roll over so that we are on our fronts. So roll over so that you're on your front. And from here, you're going to outstretch your arms like this. And from there, you're going to pull your hands back so that you're about to lift your upper body up. And you do exactly that. You lift your body up. So we go into a cobra, a hyperextension. So this is now opening up your hip flexors at the front and your abdominal wall. Keeping your upper body stationary, tight. Just relax your thighs into the floor. And then after 5 seconds, we're going to go back down so that our chest is on the floor. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it. And from there, your arms are going to go out. And then your arms are going to go all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. And you are going to clasp them behind you. Clasp them. And your head's going to go up slightly, not too much. And you're now performing what's called a blackbird. So opening up the shoulders, chest, allowing new oxygen into the blood-filled veins, protein-filled veins. And then we're going to relax our hands, keep them 90-degree angle by your sides. And from there, you are going to raise one leg, and then you're going to bend that leg, the raised leg, and you're going to twist round. So you are opening up hips, hip flexors, twisting the spine, opening up the abs, the ribs, for what's called a scorpion. And we're going to hold the scorpion pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to bring our legs down. You would have felt your chest in that as well. So we raise the other leg up, we bend it at the knee, and we twist. Twist round. Scorpion. And we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now, if you get your arms out, completely out, and then one of the arms, so for me it's going to be my right arm, it's going to bend 90 degrees as if I'm going to push up on it. I'm going to slightly push up on it, and I'm going to allow my left chest delt to open up, and I'm also getting a spinal twist. So your legs, they can stabilize themselves by going into a 90 degree and just force, gently force yourself up as if you were pressing up with one side of your body. And you're going to feel an awesome stretch on the delt, chest. You're going to get some hip mobility as well. And then just bring yourself down again, outstretch the bent arm, and that straight arm, bend it as if you're going to go into a one arm press up. And again, position your legs so that one knee is out, bent, not necessarily 90 degree, but bent. And then push yourself up and stretch that pectoral, that chest, opening up the hips, twisting the spine. If you wanted a deeper spinal twist, just turn your neck towards the shoulder of the bent arm. And you can relax that. And from here, we're going to now get onto our fours so that our shoulders are now directly underneath our wrists, and we're going to push back, push back, push back, going into the cat stretch. And from here, what I want you to do is just bring one hand more further out, and then the other hand more further out. And with one arm, we're going to bend it at the elbow so the hand goes in the back of the neck. And then the other arm gets bent so it goes in the back of the neck. And now you're going into the armless prayer. And you're going to feel your triceps on the floor. So what I want you to do is bring your butt back so that you're trying to sit on your heels, and you're going to get a wicked tricep lat stretch. And we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And put our hands down on all fours again. And then we're going to go into our last stretch, which again is going to be a hip stretch. And we're going to go into the 90-90. So, one leg gets pulled back. So the knee is in line with the hip. And then the forward leg, again, the knee is in line with the hip. And you've got it at a 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle is your forward leg. And a 90-degree angle is your trailing leg. Hence, the 90-90. And your hand is stabilizing yourself. Nice, nice, Danny. And then we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to change legs. So slowly change legs. So the forward leg goes 90 degree in front of the hips, and the trailing leg goes 90 degrees. So the knee wants to be in line with the hips, and you want to stabilize yourself with the arm that's back. And you can pivot on your fingers to give you that upright posture. So if you're lying flat, you're kind of leaning. So if you've got your fingers on the floor, like on a pivot, that's it. Stretch up. Awesome. And we're going to hold that for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now slowly make your way up. Slowly make your way up. And we're going to go into a supine stretch. Supine stretch. As far up as you can reach. And then lean. Lean. And hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll out your arms. And lady and gent, your Sunday stretch has been stretched. I thank you.